So you have decided to help, I see. I just saw some American troops marching straight into the garden. Something about this isn't right. I hope Mr. Fortune is safe. Please, go inside and check on him. A good friend of my father, Philip Franz von Siebold. He's a Scotsman who travels the world collecting plants. He just so happens to be in Japan and is staying in these gardens. Lemons are fruits, native to the West. According to Dr. Narasaki, a curative drink can be mixed from lemon juice, water, sugar, and salt. Cholera kills its victims through severe dehydration. Supposedly, this lemon concoction helps prevent the process. If he could produce it, we could save lives. Thank you. You be careful, won't you?
How much has been revealed? Only the body can yield the answer. Don't get in my way. So you're determined to interfere. Playtime is over. Our cause would be... Where are my herbs? No, I can't afford to fall here.
Who are you? Why don't we talk over there? You got rid of that woman for me, I see. You have my deepest gratitude. To be honest, I'm not all that sure myself. I suspect she was trying to steal rare plants. Yes, my name is Robert Fortune. Now, I simply must repay you in some way. What do you say? If that's what you want, I will do it. But what precisely do you envisage me doing? Are you an acquaintance of hers? I will give her all she needs. I am growing lemons as a means of preventing scurvy. I shall box up all I have and send them to her. If that does not suffice, kindly let me know. I am a collector of plants of all description. If ever you come across an interesting specimen, bring it to me, won't you? I can appraise them, cultivate them, whatever I might be able to do to help.
Well? Was Mr. Fortune safe and well? Marvelous. Now, did you ask about the lemons? So, all went swimmingly, it seems. I shall be able to prepare a drink for those suffering from cholera. And it's all thanks to you. You have my thanks. My patients may require your assistance again. I'm counting on you when the time comes.
hello there. You know, I realize I've asked plenty of you in the past, but there's a certain matter I'd rather like your help with. It's a bit of a sensitive matter, if you know what I mean. That is to say, I've fallen in love with someone at first sight. I have to woo this wonderful woman. Do you think you could help me? Oh, thank you. Well, her beauty escapes words. Frankly, I've only seen her from afar a few times, but she has already won my heart. I just need a good way to approach her. I'm afraid I'm far more familiar with handling plants than I am women. Yes. Surely nobody takes offense at receiving a gift. But, what should I give her? Well, I suppose I've made a fair amount gathering tea plants, but it feels rather wrong to be buying somebody's love. A fine thought, but she barely knows me. I'm not sure she'd begin a courtship with a complete stranger. I don't know if I have the courage. Maybe if I could show her how I feel without needing to say a word. A good question. Aha! I've got it! What if I gave her a beautiful flower? An appropriate gesture, given my interests, is it not? Then it's settled. In fact, just the other day, I spotted a remarkable bloom in the forest near Ichigaya Hachiman. A beauty befitting my beauty. But I don't want to risk being attacked again. I hate to ask, but do you think you could retrieve the flower for me?
So we meet again. Clearly, I'm no match for your strength, so I'll just have to make use of it. My name is Alexandria Moreau. Seeing as we are not total strangers, let us get down to business. Naturally, I will have you answer my questions in full honesty. To start, please identify yourself. I see. You do seem rather lonely, don't you? Now then, where might I find Robert Fortune? Well, after all I did to make him suffer, I'm rather surprised he didn't run away or hide. The foolish man. However, I suppose it simplifies things somewhat. I shall have you bring him to me. There we go. Help me get what I desire, and you shall be rewarded. You were gathering morning glories earlier, no? That is a special flower. I want you to serve it to Mr. Fortune in a tea. Once he's consumed it, he should follow your every order. After that, you are to bring him to the abandoned plot of land by Denzlin Temple. Understood? Good. Then I'll leave the matter to you.
How can I help you today? That's very kind of you. Although I'm not quite sure I can accept it. I'm in your debt enough as it is. Then again, I would hate to refuse your generous invitation. Oh, what should I do? Right. If you insist. Verily, tea is a wonderful thing. It has no borders, and is something the British and Japanese can enjoy alike. Of course, I enjoy the odd cup of sake also, but there are so many who wreck their lives with it, don't you think? Anyway, this tea, it tastes a little funny, though. Are you leaving? About time I go out too. So, shall we go look for a wonderful flower garden? To think that I came all the way to Japan just to be housebound by bloody expulsionists.
It's Mr. Fortune! Quick, we must save him!
If only I always had a warrior like you with me. Ah, I feel great. It must be the tea. What kind of leaves were they?
Give it back to us! Don't try anything funny!
Stay back! Thank goodness! Ah! Flower petals! The flower garden must be nearby!
So, the reports were true. I'd heard you were working with that woman.
Ah! A flower! A flower monster in the shape of a human! You're done!
No one lies to fill your head. We can't rob it over at once.
Robert! Hold on!
Good job. You did splendidly. I have a feeling that this is the start of a beautiful relationship. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Till next time.
This is it! Precisely the flower I had in mind. Thank you. Words cannot express my gratitude, my friend. The Belladonna Lily. Its name means beautiful lady, you know. A perfect match for my beloved. Ah, yes. Another friend of mine has agreed to help me with my fateful proclamation. Let me introduce you.
Ah, So, this is your talented friend. We will be having none of your devilry this time, correct?
Oh, already met Rutherford, have you? I owe my talented friend my very life. I'd trust them with it and more. Now, since we've got the flower in hand, we just need to present it to her. She's a geisha in the Yoshiwara district. She goes by Miss Usugumo. Then you are already familiar with her resplendent beauty. That makes things all the easier. Well, shall we make way for Yoshiwara to meet Usugumo? I appreciate your support. Oh, I'm so nervous and excited my heart could beat right out of my chest. Come, let's find Usugumo. Oh, I'm so nervous my head is spinning.
I dare say your nerves speak to the strength of your feelings. It surely won't be lost upon your lady.
Right, we've arrived.
How lovely to see you. And so many of you today. It is lovely to see you as always. Words cannot express how grateful I am for your help with my cats.
How do you know her exactly?
Is something the matter? I certainly hope we can become friends. Now, what brings you to Yoshiwara today?
Yes, ever since I first saw you, I've wanted to tell you. Here, a token of my admiration.
Oh, what a beautiful flower. Is this a gift? For me? Your gesture means ever so much. I shall never forget it. Not even when this flower has withered and died.
Here I thought I'd pay my Usugumo a visit. Didn't think I'd have to put up with her foolish customers, too. Who the hell gives a girl a dumb flower?
How dare you! Miss Usugumo will not fraternize with the likes of you. Leave us at once.
Savages everywhere. You. Isn't this what you're here for? Just don't outright kill the man, hear me? I'm not about to get on the wrong side of the law.
You wanna have a go? All right, you asked for it. I had my eye on her first, damn it! Just wait, damn you!
Not half bad.
That guest has been problematic in the past, but your talents were evident as ever. That we should. You are very thoughtful when it comes to your friends, I see.
I am truly glad that the flower was to your liking. I never got to introduce myself. My name is Robert Misfortune. There are many beautiful flowers in the world that nearly rival your beauty. If you were to wish it, I would gladly give you every last one of them.
I cannot imagine anything more wonderful. I promise to be here awaiting you. I never knew such beautiful flowers could grow outside Yoshiwara. I hope you will be so kind as to show me more. Well, I must thank you all for today. I hope we will get to know one another over a little drink in the near future. Until next time.
Hello! Oh, things are proceeding well with Miss Usugumo, thanks to you. Every flower I bring her thrills her to no end. And yet, flowers can only do so much. She likens herself to a bird, you know. A bird trapped in a cage. And so I have decided I will free her from the Yoshiwara. I will need plenty of money. Far more than I currently have to do so. I will simply have to keep gathering flowers and make as much money as I can. I'm counting on your patronage. Come to me for all your botanical needs.
Hey. I've decided to start dropping in on you from time to time. Yes, and you proved yourself to be very useful. Robert alluded to knowing about our secret art. Therefore, I wanted to find out exactly how much he discovered. But after giving the matter due consideration, I felt that it might be better to have him and his knowledge on our side. Of course not. I'd never think of harming the poor man. I only want him to do a bit of work for me. Only a bit, you see. I put him under my spell during my journey over to this land. Having a toy soldier in one's service can be quite convenient, you know? But don't you worry. From now on, I shall endeavor to help you if I can. After all, you helped me to seduce Mr. Fortune. Well then, let me know if I can be of assistance.
Ah, good to see you. Sorry about our chat in Yoshiwara. I did mention I had something else to share with you, I believe. It's about my tuberculosis research, as you might have guessed. My time in America has taught me many things. Among them was a striking new theory that disease is caused by the presence of organisms so small they are invisible to the human eye. I remember Sawamura said there are poisons able to counteract others. If these organisms cause tuberculosis, what if we could poison them?
Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, have you too been entranced by Mr. Fukuzawa's grand hypothesis?
Mr. Fortune is an expert in poisonous plants. I asked him to assist in looking into my theory.
I'm afraid I have bad news on that front. I scoured my many books on the subject, but was unable to identify any plants that might suit your needs.
Ah, that's a pity. Thank you for trying.
I did, however, stumble upon an interesting piece of local folklore. Did you know that the bamboo here produces small golden flowers only once every 120 years? When this happens, it releases a toxin-like substance from its roots. They say that an alchemist once used these toxins to cure a pulmonary disease.
That sounds rather hard to believe. What do you think? Yes, I agree. You know, I heard the bamboo at Ryusenji Temple is currently flowering. I think I just might go there. It's a long shot, but it's all I've got. I would be very glad if you decide to join me. Do come if you can. Thank you for coming. Unfortunately, I must be the bearer of bad news. I was turned away by the temple guard. He is on watch for burglars, apparently. Those bamboo flowers supposedly fetch a great sum on the market. If someone makes off with them, I won't know where to look for those toxins. They're actually considered unlucky, but collectors do have unusual tastes. I suppose we have little choice. This is our only chance. Who knows when the next bamboo tree will flower? Surely the temple won't mind if I just gather the soil from around the tree. Now, if Mr. Fortune's right, we just have to look for those small golden flowers. So, shall we make our way into the temple? I must insist beforehand. Under no circumstances should you kill anyone. I can never stand for causing death in the pursuit of preserving life. Come on then. We should move when we will not be seen. I asked you not to kill anyone.
How dare you make light of me? Who do you think you are?
A challenge, eh? Yeah! All right, you blasphemous vandals! Allow me to administer your last right!
Please, hear us out. In the West, they say there are organisms.
Hold your tongue, boy! I don't give a damn! Now prepare yourself!
So we meet again. Not that I want to.
I'm beginning to enjoy this! Even I felt the thrust one.
Venerable sir, please, becalm yourself. It's not the bamboo blossoms we want.
You don't seem like ordinary burglars. What is your business here?
My name is Yukichi Fukuzawa. I'm a scholar of medicine. Can I take some soil from around that tree? For medical purposes, of course.
I would have beaten you bracken brew if you were another one after those flowers. But it's the soil you want. Haha! Take what you need.
We did it. and without spilling any blood.
Who gave you the idea to use the soil for medical purposes?
That would be Mr. Robert Fortune.
Of course he did. He's a sharp one. Kindly, give me some of that soil.
I'm not sure I should. Should we give some to her and have her tell us more?
Thank you. I believe this soil might hold the key to a cure for tuberculosis. And I'm not about to lose more of my soldiers to that foul disease.
There she goes. She seemed certain that this soil is the key. Could we really be closer to curing tuberculosis?
Doubt breeds nothing. Faith breeds the gods' blessing. So says one of our teachings. Go forward with an unclouded heart.
As you say, I must have faith. There is no time to waste. I will begin studying the soil at once. I will produce results. You'll see. I will make my mark on our country. No, on the entire medical field. Just watch.
Thank you very much for the other day. I was just saying I acquired some lemons recently. A gift from Mr. Fortune. Thanks to him, I was able to give some lemon juice to my patients.
A spot of lemon juice isn't going to cure their cholera. It restores some of the waters they've lost, nothing more.
Right. Finding a cure is still our highest priority, and I've been searching high and low for any leads at all. But so far... I'm afraid I don't. I need more Western medical texts. Their research on cholera has progressed far beyond ours.
In that case, why not try our luck at the British legation?
What? Why there?
Odio, you can't be suggesting...
Okay, technically we'd be stealing. But do we have a choice? Dr. Ine seems prepared to do what it takes.
So I heard some rumors while I was locked up. Something about the Shogunate official with a collection of books seized from the Westerners.
And all of those seized texts are at the British legation, since they keep all seized goods there. Even though they're still rebuilding from that fire.
The British legation. I can't imagine requesting a text officially would work either. Well, if this is the only hope we've got, then I'm in. How about you? Will you help us? I am grateful, and I will repay you. Now, shall we be on our way?
Can't say I'm impressed with your thieving skills.
Ah, I was just thinking I could use some entertainment. I'm so bored I nearly dozed off a minute ago.
Guards. They must have been watching us all along. I think I might just have to let you. But please, be careful. You're not going to die on me today.
Why you? Think you can take us on all by yourself?
For me, do me a favor, and at least put up a good fight!
You are hired to guard this place, and we will do your best.
Prepare yourself!
Never met that quicker.
Here goes! Beat system crossing our hand.
I was really rather worried for a moment back there. But it looks like we've made some progress at last. Thank you for avoiding unnecessary bloodshed. I knew I was right to place my trust in you. It isn't much, but here, a token of my appreciation.
Damn fools, the two of you. A doctor running around nearly getting herself killed. What has the world come to? Oh, right. I took a closer look at what the two of you brought back. I think it might be cinchona bark. An effective natural remedy for fever.
You can use cinchona bark to create something called quinine. I've heard quinine can keep some of the symptoms of cholera under control. I was at a complete loss before. But I think this is our way forward. We have to try it.
Quinine is a potent medicine, but that makes it all the more dangerous. If we are not careful, our patients will only suffer more.
Then we just have to make sure we're careful. If there's the slightest hope of lessening their pain, we have to seize the opportunity. The books we brought back will likely have information we can use. I'm sure there's something we can do.
Let me assist you, Dr. Ine. I've never seen medical documents like these, ever. Certainly not in Japan. My father and I will do whatever it takes to get through them.
Thank you. Both of you. I hope I can count on your help, too. It might make all the difference in saving another life. Hello. I apologize for the endless stream of requests, but I'm afraid I have another favor to ask. Remember when I told you about quinine? I've been poring through medical texts since then, and I've all but confirmed that quinine will help to ease our cholera patients' suffering. It won't prevent cholera itself, unfortunately. But easing the patient's pain is something at least. And so I find myself in need of more quinine. I've looked around, but haven't had any luck. You're right. That would certainly guarantee our supply. But while we wait for the trees to grow, our patients will continue to suffer. Time is of the essence, I'm afraid. That's where the favor comes in. I've heard rumors of a merchant selling cinchona bark by the river near Mifunakura. It sounds a little bit fishy, to be honest. But we have to take a chance. Would you be willing to look for the merchant for me? Thank you. Again. I'm counting on you.
Of all the places to run into each other. Quite the contrary. I am looking for a seedy apothecary. Someone here has been selling medicines of questionable quality lately. Let me guess. You're looking for the same person. I hear you've been frequenting the medical school lately. Something to do with that, I suppose? I see. In that case, shall we combine our efforts and start searching then? There are a lot of no-good types in search of trouble around here. I'd feel a lot better if you were with me. I appreciate your company. Off we go. Strike while the iron is hot and all that.
What's brought you to all the way to a place like this? You must be in the market for a certain something.
We're looking for some cinchona bark.
You're a lucky man. I just got my hands on some top quality bark this very morning. This is the good stuff, you know. Don't know if I'll ever see bark this fine again. Well, surely you're not going to pass up on this steal. Of course, of course. Look all you want.
Ah, I see. This is a fake. A good one, but the color and texture give it away.
Huh? Not buying them? Bah, your loss. This is no ordinary cinchona bark, see? Specially grown. Makes a much stronger medicine than the usual stuff. Ha! Can't fool you, eh? I guess this means I can't let you leave, either. Us, give our patrons a taste of our hospitality.
No need to go too far. Just apprehend him, will That takes care of that, I suppose. I'll turn this crook into the authorities. But that doesn't change the fact that the bark was fake. I'm sure your friends at the medical school will be disappointed. I'd like to drop by the medical school myself later. If you're headed back that way, make sure to tell everyone what we learned here today.
Well, did you get the cinchona bark?
I suppose that would have been too good to be true. Well, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Thank you. But I'm fine. I didn't have very high hopes in the first place. Frankly, this has made me reconsider a few things.
Ah, everyone's here. All went smoothly turning in that crooked apothecary. Listen, if you're in great need of quinine, I can talk to someone in charge. If they hear how badly things stand, I'm sure they'd lend you some funds.
Thank you. But there are better uses for that money than acquiring quinine. We should use it to improve the upkeep of the medical school and the town. During the course of my research, I found that the spread of cholera can be prevented if we just keep our environment clean. For now, I think that should be our highest priority, even as we keep searching for a cure.
I see. While in America, I heard a theory that disease is actually caused by minuscule organisms that thrive in unclean environments. So perhaps the best strategy would be to keep them from proliferating. I'll inform the higher-ups of your proposal at once. Please excuse me.
Better to treat the cause than the symptoms, you say. Never thought I'd hear that coming from you, of all people.
Stop being so contrary, Faza. Just say it nicely, like you've really matured, Ine. I'm so proud of you.
Well, if anyone's helped me earn Dr. Narasaki's esteem, it's this person right here. You've been of such great assistance to me. I must thank you again. Thanks. I'm glad I can keep counting on you.
Now then, you heard the man. The medical school certainly can't be dirty. Let us clean.
Hang on. You ended up fighting that peddler, didn't you? Let Let me check you for injuries. Hold out your hand. You'll never stop getting into trouble, will you? Well, if you keep getting hurt, I'll keep treating your wounds. Promise you'll come to me. Okay? All right. You've got me. I just wanted an excuse to see you again.
That's fine work. Thanks to you, it looks like we have what we need to revitalize the shogunate. Now, I had my men look into the samurai you mentioned. Word is they're working for the Brits as an intermediary. Setting up weapon sales with the high and mighty. Something smells rotten, though. And someone in my position can't afford to turn a blind eye. In fact, not all the men I sent to investigate have come back. I have to assume the worst. This has grown beyond your pet project. I need to keep looking into this. But let's leave that conversation for another time. I sent the best of the men you gathered to the military academy, by the way. You should take a look yourselves. It's a new style of dojo, where they teach more than just the sword. Namely firearm proficiency and horsemanship to Western standards.
Ah, that sounds interesting. I might go and take a peek right now. See you there, okay?
Man of action, isn't he? Now, there's one more favor I'd like to ask of you. Enomoto says we don't have the funds to buy ourselves guns or artillery. When I mentioned this to Mr. Brunet, he suggested we try selling Japanese crafts at the International Exposition in Paris. Viscount Shibusawa, our money man, will know exactly what to do. Will you take this letter and offer him any help he might require? You'll find him at the South Commissioner's office. That's all for now. But don't think I won't ask you for more favors if you come back. Feel free to drop by the military academy first, though. You won't want to miss what's going on there.
Good day to you. Why, you're looking at him. Is that so? Let me take a look. I see. I've always said exhibitions are a great way to drum up military support, in addition to serving as an opportunity to sell Japanese products to the West. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eiichi Shibusawa. I am in charge of the government treasury. I have some ideas for items that might garner attention abroad. Perhaps you could assist me? For instance, in procuring ukiyo-e paintings, lacquerware, or even Satsuma pottery. Now, if only we had the contact who could help us. This is knowledge I picked up in my youth. I used to travel here and there on business, you see. Oh, do you have a lead, perchance? You mean to say you're acquainted with her? Excellent. This should be smooth sailing. Can I ask you to take care of the Satsuma pottery, in that case? I'll send word to the Satsuma myself later. When you have made some progress, do let me know. Meanwhile, I shall endeavor to gather the other goods.
Who are you?
Well, in that case, you may pass.
Let Okubo know what your business is. He's by the know stage inside the house. Just make sure you're on your best behavior. So, are you ready? Good. In you go.
Why go to the trouble of dismantling it?
We must keep the peace within the clan. I fear that we have little choice.
You... Why are you here?
Apparently, this No stage is going to be dismantled. Many in the Satsuma clan are far more interested in firearms than they are in the arts, you see. That's fine. But first things first. I'm under strict orders to inform a certain someone should you ever appear. I'm just going to get someone. In the meantime, perhaps you could show us your fighting prowess? We are almost eager to see more.
That is a lot to ask of a guest.
Come. Surely you are as intrigued as anyone. Show them what the Satsuma clan are capable of.
Then allow us to test your mettle. Here I come. Good. But a warrior of the Satsuma is not so easily beaten.
What is this strength?
Incredible. I thank you for sparring with me.
Both of you were most impressive. I owe you for your part in my encounter with the Blue Demon. I thank you. But might I ask from whence you hail? I see. Do you mean to say that you are a Ronin?
Forgive my boldness, but anyone capable of defeating the Blue Demon should definitely be in the employ of the Satsuma.
Kuroda is very keen for you to join the Satsuma clan. I share his hopes. What do you say? Very well. We will not pressure you. After all, a stray rather loses its charm if it's put on a leash. At the very least, you can aid us with this pottery. I received a letter explaining everything, you see? I shall arrange to have it sent to Shibusawa, or whomever it was.
Come for pleasure next time, not business. We'll have a drink or two. Okubo included, of course.
Count on it.